Hello guys, so today I really want to talk about Sigma 150 by 600 lens, which is a very good lens in the price range today in the market, and it's really performing well with in every conditions. The only downside of the lens is it's bit heavy, but once you really have the practice and grab it all the time, you will get used to of it. So I use this lens a lot, as you can see. Now I'm using a tripod, but most of the time I use it handheld only for the photo shoot, not the video shoot. So let's discuss about it. Today I have a couple of water bird out here, some geese, some coot, some Egyptian geese. So we can use them as a subject and try to explain the lens. I have also connected 1.4x converter with it, and which is also a good question for a lot of people, how this 1.4x converter is going to work with this lens. Let's find it out. So guys, if you notice that I'm at 426 which is actually 300 on the lens, and another 1.4x convert, so that's becoming the 426 and also one more point, I have fixed my back button as a autofocus, so whenever I press it, it just start focusing on the subject. So if I move my camera, and I want to show you how the focus system works with this 1.4x, you will have a very good idea on that. So here is the subject, Egyptian goose, which is completely out of focus, and as soon as I press my back button, it started. And look, the eye tracking with this 1.4x converter, it just stick to the animal's eye. Let me just slow down the shutter speed, then it's more clear because the light is not that good here, and I'm at f9 aperture. So look, this is absolute beast. And the best part of the back button is you move the subject, it just keep locking. If you see, the lens is working perfectly fine. The autofocus is absolutely marvelous. It's accurate. Yeah, although it's not that fast as we used to with other Canon lenses like 100, 400 or Canon 500 but it's pretty usable with the 1.4x converter. But if you don't use the converter and you're only using the lens directly, the autofocus is absolutely beast. I'm just going to, in a while, I'm going to remove this 1.4x converter and only connect to the lens, and then it will be much clearer for you guys to do a comparison. So I'm still at 300 I'm not even full 600, and you see, this is so nice. So look, I move to another subject, hopefully. Where? Here. Let's move it to another subject. And as soon as I press autofocus, look, it's locked in. So my other friends out there who had these questions about the autofocus system and the speed of Sigma 600 with the converter, how it works. So here's the live demo for you guys, and now you know that it's not that bad actually. Even not that good, not that fast enough. This has a USM motor inside, which is pretty much faster. Yeah, so for the slow moving subjects like these geese and the Hans, it's pretty usable. But if the bird is flying very fast and you want to capture it, then it's a struggle, guys. I would not recommend it to using that 1.4x converter to capture the bird in flight, unless until you can pre-focus them and you know the statistic where the bird is going to land or which way the bird is about to fly. Like I have a couple of budgets are just flying around, but with this 1.4x converter it's pretty much difficult to get them into the focus. So guys, now the next part of this video I'm going to show you without the converter how it's going to perform. So guys, here again I am with the without converter. You can see I'm just connecting to the adapter with the R7, and without adapter, if I go and try to show you the focus system of this camera to work with this subject, look, so fast. You see? This is at 150 mm because the bird is really close to me. So guys, if I move from one subject to another subject, just to show you, look how the autofocus is working with this camera. It's so fast, so accurate. Now I move to another subject just on my left here, couple of birds, and look, this is nice. Do you see? So guys, look, if I move from one bird to another bird, eye tracking is spot on. The camera is just focusing on the subject so fast enough to capture them. Look. Now I jump to the bird again. One more bird, hopefully. The focus system of the camera is very nice. How beautifully it's working. So guys, look, if I move to this subject and I try to spot, look, the focus system just stick to the animal. It's not moving anywhere. It's fine unless until you have so many birds and the camera is not going crazy to find out which subject you need to grab. Just lock on the subject. So if I move to another subject here, this subject, and I try to focus, poof, look how fast. I move here, try to grab, look, spot on. So guys, I think now this will give you a good idea about the focus system and the speed of this camera in the combination of the Sigma 600mm and your Canon R7. They are pretty fast, nice and accurate. There are a couple of budgets in the cloud. Now I'm trying to get one of them. I'm not connecting to my converter, just on my camera and the lens. Let's see how the pictures comes out. With the 1.4x teleconverter here, and look, this buzzard I just try to capture. It's almost, if you see the distance, it's almost 700-800 meters away. I think more than that, and I'm at maximum 840 mm. Still I can maximum zoom it, so the maximum reach of this lens is really great. I have a couple of pictures and also a video. Hopefully they'll be a little bit not very clear, but it will give you a good idea, like after connecting to the 1.4x converter, how much reach you can have with this lens. Alright guys, so this is the end of today's episode. We have gone through and did a little bit review on the field test of Sigma 600mm, and in the combination with Canon R7. I also connected the 1.4x converter time to time before and after to show you the differences on the autofocus settings and its speed. So hopefully all your questions got answered now. So keep liking, subscribe my channel, and put in the comments your questions, what else you want to know. I will try to make some videos on top of that, and thanks for the support.